challenge here because no call on the floor was made. Clearly not on purpose from Carrington.
First game of the season here in this building, Ryan, is when that blitz comes to Caitlin Clark, how she is able to deliver the basketball.
The WNBA is in chaos. Caitlin Clark, its biggest star, was targeted, assaulted, and left unprotected in plain sight. This was a shocking physical assault by Jacy Sheldon and Marina Mabrey that finally forced the league's hand with suspensions. But the real question is, why did it take so long? First, what actually happened on June 18, 2025? Caitlin Clark and Jacy Sheldon's rivalry boiled over Tuesday night in a brutal showdown between the Indiana Fever and Connecticut Sun. The game was physical from the jump, but tensions exploded in the third quarter with a clear turning point. A vicious eye poke by Sheldon that pushed the situation past the breaking point.
Caitlin Clark is down, no call as Connecticut takes advantage, and Clark is still down after taking a shot following the pass to Boston.
With the Fever leading 55-45, Clark took the ball near the free throw line, guarded tightly by Sheldon. Contact was inevitable, but what followed was unacceptable. Sheldon reached up and poked Clark directly in the eye, a blatant foul that left Clark reeling.
Clark in pain after she caught that fingertip in the eye or right around it from Carrington with no whistle.
Instead of calming down, Sheldon bumped Clark aggressively. Clark pushed back, defending herself. But the officials? They downgraded it to just a common foul. The crowd was stunned. Commentators were stunned. And Caitlin Clark? She had to keep playing through it.
Now there's nothing Indiana.
Then things escalated even further. Fast forward to the fourth quarter. Marina Mabrey blindsides Clark with a brutal, full-force body slam right after a dead ball. No heat of play, no excuse. Clark was knocked hard to the ground, needing immediate medical attention. You'd think that would mean Mabrey would be ejected, right? Wrong. The referees gave her a technical foul. Nothing more. And Caitlin Clark, the victim here, ended up with a technical foul herself. Let that sink in. The aggressor gets a slap on the wrist. The victim gets punished. This is what the WNBA is doing in 2025. Now, before anyone says physicality is part of the game, sure, physical defense happens. But this was personal. Mabrey's hit wasn't in the flow of the game. It was after things seemed to calm down, a cheap shot, plain and simple, and the referees let it slide. But why?
This league needs the drama to survive. They can't be ejecting players. They can't be suspending players for manufacturing drama.
Yes, clearly looks like WNBA needs the drama. The WNBA knows it. Controversy fuels clicks, drives ratings, and fills seats. That's why you don't see ejections when Clark gets body slammed. That's why suspensions are rare. They're not protecting players. They're protecting the storyline. Manufactured chaos is the business model now. And Clark? She's the centerpiece of that chaos.
I mean, Caitlin Clark needs a Draymond Green. This is disappointing on so many levels. Lexi Hall's there, but like she can only do so much. I mean, like they need a protector here.
But the failures don't stop with the officials. Caitlin Clark's own team, the Indiana Fever, did almost nothing. No one pushed back. No one stood up for her. No one defended their star in the heat of the moment. You can't talk about this incident without talking about the WNBA's blatant hypocrisy and mishandling of its biggest star. The league markets Caitlin Clark like she's the next big thing, because she is. The woman is the undisputed queen of the WNBA right now. She's the reason 2.2 million people tuned in to watch that game on ABC.
I mean, Caitlin Clark's return was the third highest viewed game in WNBA history. And when she was off the court, The ratings plummeted by 55%.
Yet the player responsible for pulling in viewers and growing the sport is being treated like a disposable piece on the court. Because when it comes to protecting her, the league fails spectacularly. Statements come out about rumors, social media drama, and off-court issues. But when a star player is physically assaulted in front of thousands of fans and millions watching at home, the silence is deafening. And the referees? They let fouls like eye pokes and brutal body checks slide with minimal penalty. Though WNBA and even her own team, Indiana Fever, let it slide, but fans aren't ready to do so. Fans are livid. Marina Mabrey's technical foul was bumped up to a flagrant 2, yet the league refused to suspend anyone. Some hail it as a compromise, but most believe this decision misses the point, especially when it comes to Caitlin Clark's tech being upheld. By the fourth quarter, tensions flared again. Sophie Cunningham didn't just watch Caitlin Clark get pushed around. She took matters into her own hands. With under a minute left and the Fever up big, Jacy Sheldon burst toward the basket. Cunningham sprinted back, wrapped Sheldon up by the neck, yanked her to the court, and chaos exploded.
Sheldon goes coast to coast, and we got another breakers here as Jacy Sheldon goes right after Sophie Cunningham.
That hair grab and takedown ignited a bench-clearing brawl and earned Cunningham a flagrant 2 ejection.
That's a flagrant foul. It's a hard foul. You could say it's a play on the ball, but...
Shocking, yes, but fans saw it as vigilante justice. Across social media and courtside, the message was clear. If the WNBA won't protect Caitlin Clark, Cunningham will, whatever it takes. Fans are rallying behind Clark, seeing her as the underdog being unfairly targeted by a jealous league and opponents trying to take her down. Within hours, her Fever jersey sold out online. Social media dubbed her Clark's bodyguard, the enforcer, and the only one with guts.
Sophie Cunningham's jersey out of stock. Look at that, no size in stock. A small, a medium, a large, an extra large, a double XL.
When the WNBA stayed silent, Sophie spoke loud and clear, with a foul that made headlines. And here's the truth. If the league won't protect Caitlin Clark, her teammates will have to. Sophie Cunningham didn't just commit a foul. She sent a message. Line has been drawn.
Sophie Cunningham stands up for Caitlin Clark, and overnight, her jerseys are selling like hotcakes. Sophie Cunningham, salute to you.
Now, here's where Caitlin Clark becomes more than just a basketball player. She's a cultural force. She's the Kobe Bryant of the WNBA, fierce, intense, and relentless. She brings the dog mentality every game. She's a competitor who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to show it. But Caitlin Clark isn't going to keep playing along while being targeted like this. Not by opposing players, not by refs, and sure as hell not by her own league.
You think she's gonna do you guys this favor while she's currently going through the Jordan rules? You must be out your damn mind.
The league wants to cash in on her name, her star power, her game-changing presence, but they won't lift a finger to protect her. And now, they have the nerve to think she'll smile and sign on for more? Whether it's unrivaled or another off-season play, these players and execs thinking they can throw millions at her while letting her get assaulted on court? Laughable.
There's no big picture for these players in this league. They only see jealousy. They only see tunnel vision. They only see red. They only see attack, 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 attack. Nobody has any type of common sense.
Caitlin Clark doesn't need their crumbs. She is the draw, the storyline, the reason ratings even matter. And if the WNBA thinks they can keep feeding her to the wolves while selling her jersey, they've lost the plot. This incident has created a deep divide in the WNBA culture. The old guard, those resistant to Clark's dominance, are clearly frustrated. Meanwhile, the new wave of fans who came to the league to watch her are growing louder and more passionate by the day. The jealousy and spite around Clark's success is palpable, and it's spilling over into dirty play on the court. The WNBA stands at a crossroads. If it wants to keep Clark and the millions of fans she brings, it has to protect her. That means enforcing the rules, disciplining fouls properly, and ensuring her teammates are backing her up. If the league continues to ignore these assaults, it risks losing its biggest star and the momentum she's built. In the aftermath of the chaos, the WNBA made a rare but necessary move, suspending both Jacy Sheldon and Marina Mabrey. This was not just about justice, it was damage control. The league had to show it was taking the situation seriously, even if it was forced to do so by fan outrage and media pressure.
I started talking to the officials in the first quarter, and we knew this was going to happen. You could tell it was going to happen, so they got to get control of it, they got to be better.
But suspensions aren't enough. The refereeing needs a complete overhaul. Officials have to stop letting blatant fouls slide and start protecting players, especially stars like Clark who carry the league on their shoulders. The double standard right now is obvious. Defenders of Clark are punished more harshly than the attackers. To wrap it up, if the league doesn't get serious about protecting players like Caitlin Clark, the consequences will be felt both on and off the court for years to come. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to know more about this season's WNBA fiasco.